The second thing that we can say about the father in this story, that he was very likely to be a praying father. How do I come to that conclusion? You find that in this story, the father was actively waiting for the son. And it tells me that only a man who is praying for the return of his son, for the safety of his son, for the return of his son, for the reconciliation with his son, he is praying for these things, and then every day he is waiting for his son to return. It tells me that here was a father who was praying all the time. And when his son was a long way off, we read that the father saw him and was filled with compassion for him. And so he ran, he threw his arms around him and kissed him. Beautiful picture of a father who loved his son and who was praying and was waiting for his prayer to be answered. We all know Billy Graham. Billy Graham's fourth son, Franklin, became a rebellious son and was expelled from school. He drank alcohol and tried drugs and hurt his parents' feelings and reputation. And no doubt the parents, being godly parents, prayed earnestly for their lost son. And there was a time when Billy Graham met Franklin in Switzerland, and he told him these words, I quote, "I want you to know that your mother and I sense there is a struggle for the soul of your life, and you're going to have to make a choice." Now, those were very emotionally laden words coming from a father who was grieving and praying at the same time. And he was telling his son, Franklin, your mother and I, we are praying for you, for your soul, because we can see there's a struggle for your soul. And you must make a choice, son. You must make a choice. That was a father's plea to his son. And sometime after that, Franklin Graham was in a hotel in Jerusalem. And he was in his room. Somehow his father's words continued to speak to his heart, disturbed him. And he found the Gospel of John in that hotel room. And he read the Gospel of John and was born again. And you know, today he is the successor of his father, and he leads the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association. Praying parents, praying father. Fathers who pray for their children and therefore make a difference in their children's life. Praying father. And so here is a praying father. Somehow his prayers were answered. God did not neglect or ignore this father's prayer. We can bring our children every day to God through prayer. Bring them into God's sunshine. Bring them into God's grace. Pray for your children. If you don't pray for your children, who will pray? So pray for your children.